Alright, I want to show you how to use the online textbook and how to get there. Sometimes this can be a little bit tricky if you've never used this before, if you don't have, if you haven't used taken another one of our history classes, it can be kind of confusing. So our history book, if you go here on the side, click on the Revel tab, just copy and paste that into copy and paste that there, and it will take you straight to my invitation. So because I've already joined this course, it's going to say, I just need to visit my Pearson account. You may have to put in your access code if you buy your book from the bookstore, that access code that comes with it, put that in there. Or if you didn't go to the bookstore, it will ask you for a credit card, and you can just pay for it directly online using a credit or debit card, and it will give you that access. And then it will send you the loose leaf binder edition, kind of the soft cover edition of the book. That will come in the mail 2 to 3 weeks after you order it. But the nice thing is everything is there in the course. So when you click on it, it'll load into this page, and you can see you have an assignment due January 29th. You've got a quiz due. But if you click on the chapter 1, it kind of gives you just the contents and basic outline of the chapter. There's a video that links past to present, so what they're talking about in this chapter, how does it affect us today? And then you can scroll down, read all the pages. There's interactive videos and maps. There's a social explorer. This thing is really cool if you take advantage of it. You can see the text here, and the cool thing I like about it also is if you scroll over a glossary term, it will give you that definition. If you are hearing impaired, there's also the audio. You can have someone, there's a playback that you can listen to that talks very slowly, articulates very well, or if you just would like to listen to the audio instead of reading it yourself, there's that option as well. But you go through, and the thing that I really like about this is you can kind of scroll back and forth. So when you get to the quiz, you can start the quiz, and the quizzes are not timed. So you go through, why did some Paleolithic hunters and gatherers migrate to America? If you don't remember that, you're like, I can't remember that. You can go back to the beginning of the chapter where it talked about that and read through it, find the answer, and then come down here and go back to that question 1. So like I said, they're not timed, and you can go back and forth down here to get to the questions, to go back and find the answers. So plug in your answer. I'm probably going to give you the answer correct, and then it will move on. You can move on to the next question. So that's how you use Revel, and all of your reading and your quizzes are going to be on this website. So you've got to log into Blackboard and Revel in order to complete all of your work. What I will say about the quizzes, a lot of times students will say, oh, can you go back and reset the quiz for me? I can't with this program. I can't like reopen it or reset it because it's not timed, because you can come back and do it whenever. You just need to get it done before the due date. And the due date for your quizzes, it's every Friday at midnight. You're going to have a quiz due. So you've got the whole week to get in there, read the chapter, answer the quiz. You can start it on a Monday, answer questions 1, 2, and 3, come back on Tuesday, answer, 3 through 12, come back on Friday and answer 13 through 15, and then turn it in, submit it. So keep that in mind. You can come back to these quizzes. You don't have to do it all in one setting. Your exams, you will have to do those in one setting, but the quizzes, you've got, Monday through Friday to do it. You can do it over the weekends. It just has to be turned in that Friday of the week by midnight. You need to submit those. I want to give you the first week to get the textbook, to play with it, to figure out what's going on, and to read, chapter 1 that first week. And then definitely by week 2, you should have the book, and you should have already started on quiz in chapter 1. It's fairly simple once you start using it. If you've never used this product before, it's very easy to do. It's user friendly. But of course, if you do have questions, you can always call me or shoot me an email. We can try to troubleshoot it over the phone or via email. But hopefully that explains kind of how this is going to work, how you're going to use Revel, our online textbook. It's well worth it. It's a really cool program, and I think you'll really enjoy using the textbook this way. And it's a much cheaper option. You know, $50 for a book, that's pretty cheap compared to your math and your science books that you may have to buy. So I hope that helped. That's all that I have for this first week. Just make sure you read over what's due for this week in your week 1 tab under assignments and get everything turned in and done. And then just keep on top of it. I'll try to have a video for you every week, at least an audio file to kind of introduce the chapter. And just that way we can stay in communication with each other. But hopefully this is helpful. And like I said, if you have any problems, shoot me an email or give me a call and we can try to troubleshoot.